Hello, FPL managers, and welcome to the Zonal Weakness brought to you by Corner Football Fantasy and powered by Fantasy Football Scout. And today, of course, joins me Saif from our very own team. Welcome, Saif.
Thank you, Good to be back for Zonal.
Yeah, glad to have you. Glad to have you. How was your game week?
My game week was average, I would say. Gordon saved it a bit. I got, I think, around 66. So, small green arrow, but at my lower ranking position, green arrows are not that hard to come by because only way is up.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. I had a good game week, to be honest. So, yeah, at least I'm back in the inside 500,000 K again. I'm sure soon
You had
I'll be
Areola,
again kicked
right?
out of the. Yeah, I had Areola. Yeah, I had
So,
Areola.
so
I had Foden.
this game week was between having Areola or not having Areola. So
Yeah.
I had
So
Areola and
I
I
had
benched him.
a. Yeah, I decided to play him because I was just didn't feel like I was pretty tired with Dubravka and I was quite disappointed. So that's one of the reasons as to why.
Entire
There was no
squad,
scientific reason behind it.
I was suggesting people to play Areola, and then I benched him for Martinez.
Yeah, this is an interesting point, to be honest, because often we do make suggestions to others and we give them the sort of the right advice or the more sound advice. I wouldn't call it the right advice, but more the sound advice. But for some reason, we are not able to follow our own sound advice. We just question our own self at times, and I think that's the case that has happened with you. But anyway, I'm
Yeah, but
glad that
to be honest,
you know.
nobody asked me to pick between Martinez and Areola, so it was among between Areola and every other goalkeeper. So I suggested Areola, and then I played Martinez.
Yeah,
Backfired
so
again.
again, it just goes to show that you make sound decisions for others because you are really
Yeah,
thinking hard. But when you're thinking about your own team, you are a bit more
I am
casual
not
and you're
thinking.
not
I'm
really.
overthinking. I think when
Yeah, yeah,
it comes to my
perhaps,
team.
perhaps. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. But anyway, glad. So let's start the zonal, and of course, this is the
Yeah.
double gamic 28 zonal. So audience, stay with us, and we have quite a plenty of slides to show, and of course, quite a number of players to discuss. So stay with us. This is as I said, this is the double gamic 28 zonal weakness. And of course, if you have not followed us and liked and subscribed to our channel, please do so. We are regularly producing content and sharing with you. So we would appreciate any sort of support coming from you. And all the stats and data that you see are from the Fantasy Football Scout members area. If you're interested in the membership and want to have access to the unlimited data and all the interesting articles that are written by some renowned FPL managers, then click on the link in the description below and you would have access and get a 20% discount. And I think this is what the investment that you should be making in FPL. So do not wait, do not hesitate. Sign up now and get the 20% discount. Right, let's start with the zonal. And first, we'll look at the transfer DD, that suggestion that we made in Game Week 24. And the three players that we suggested were Foden, Jota, and Cunha. What do you think were the suggestion transfers? How do you look at it?
So as for Foden, I think uh, his last two games saved it a bit because he got
Yeah,
26 of his 34 points in the last two games. But anyway, I think it was a decent suggestion because he has been playing in form and he has been, I think, the most attacking outlet from the Man City midfielders, and the last two games showed that. So I think his form will continue even with the blank to come. I think he is a pretty decent hold if you can bench him. And for Jota and Cunha, I think it was the both of them are really good suggestions, but unfortunately both of them got injured. So in the case of Jota, he got 7 versus Burnley and then assisted in the game against Brentford and then went on to get injured in that game. So he only got 11 points from, I would say, his point per million is showing here is 5.5. It's even higher because he only played around 40 minutes for the second game. And for Cunha, again, he got injured after the first match, so he got one in that match. I think he was, sorry, I think he was also injured in the first match. So
yeah,
he got only one appearance point, so he did not finish the 60 points. So it's really unlucky, but I think the suggestions were decent enough. So at least Foden gave us some return, and Jota point per million. If we look at it, it's still good, better than most. So I think all were pretty decent shouts.
Yeah, I agree, but I think luck ran out a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah,
I would say. Yeah,
it
and I think
keeps
there are
happening.
certain things that are not.
Tennessee
Yeah, but
was
there are certain
another one
things.
everyone was buying, and then he got injured in the last match. That's
But
FPL.
that's classic FPL. That's
Yeah,
classic
that's
FPL,
FPL.
right? And that's FPL, and there's certain things that we can't control, and that's beyond our control anyway. So
Yeah,
anyway, let's look at the double game week 28 first, and we would first look at the two teams that are playing the double game week and their fixtures and which players to target. Then we'll go into the single game week fixtures. So here it is, the double game week fixtures. Over to you, Saif.
yeah. So Bournemouth and Luton are the two who are playing each other and playing against Sheffield and Crystal Palace. So they have a double game week. Let's look at first, as I have been saying previously and repeatedly saying that the worst team in the league is Sheffield United. The way they played against Arsenal was really horrendous. I don't think it's fit to be a Premier League club. Their performance was not fit to be a Premier League club performance. So anyway, let's just look at what Zonal says for that case. They considered the second highest chances from the right, and also the second highest chances from the both flanks when it comes to crosses. So they're really weak when it comes to conceding crosses. So we suggested, based on this, we suggest taking a punt on Tavernier or Semenyo because they will be likely holding the wing positions. And interesting thing is Solanke. So if you see Sheffield and Luton, both of them concede pretty above average numbers, I would say, because they're 8th worst and 7th worst when it comes to conceding chances from the center. So, and also in terms of headed chances, they are even better because they're the 12th worst and 15th worst. So, Luton, we can say 6th best when it comes to considering headed chances. So, Solanke, even though he will be the most popular captain, he will be likely triple captain by most, but the zonal is not that is not looking that good for him. But anyway, we know that Solanke can do it well against any team, even though his fixture has been his form has been a bit below par. But I think he will come good. And so just based on the volume of chances conceded by Sheffield United, I think they will get plenty of chances Bournemouth. So even if you want to take a punt on another attacker, the zonal suggests you doing so. And then Crystal Palace is the fixture Luton are facing, and Bournemouth. Bournemouth are pretty decent on all the metrics. They are above average or around the average mark. So, and Crystal Palace is also likewise, and they also have a new manager. I think under whom they will keep improving. So the fixture doesn't look good zonally for Luton, but we all love to take a punt on double gaming players. So Doughty will be really popular. He always keeps on creating chances. But based on zonal, we cannot really suggest anyone else. But if you want to take a punt, Morris can be another one, but that's not based on zonal. That's based on them having a double game week player mainly. So moving on to the single game week fixtures, we cannot really forget the single game week fixture just because two team has double game weeks. We still have to target the best zonal matchups. So Arsenal, interestingly, they have been playing really well. I think they scored more than 4 goals in all their 6 or 7 previous matches. So they came back rejuvenated after their UAE the break, and they have almost all their squad intact. So they are facing Brentford. Brentford is another team who has been defensively really poor. As we can see, zonally they have conceded third most chances both from the left and right flanks, and third most crosses also, and they have considered highest number of chances through the center. So if you want to take a punt on Havertz, you can. He also got. I think Havertz is not uh, the Havertz we have seen so far in the Premier League anymore. He has been playing well and he has been getting returns. He got an assist and the goal in the last match. So if you want to take a punt on Havertz, he can be a very good punt based on zonal. And also Saka has been a popular choice, and he also has a very good fixture based on zonal. And Martinelli has been coming back to form, so I think he also can be a very good fixture. But on Martinelli and Saka, just keep an eye on their fitness news because Saka was taken off in the first half and Martinelli was taken off injury. So Moving on to the other few highlight fixtures we can highlight. That's Fulham. They have considered the highest chances from the right flank, so that's where Ayat Nouri will likely operate and Bellegarde. But I think Ayat Nouri can be a popular option. He also just couple of weeks back, a couple of game weeks back, he got an assist and a clean sheet. So I think he might repeat that trick again. And then they have considered Fulham have considered the fourth highest chances from the center and the fifth highest headed chances. So if you have Dawson, do play him if you can, and then Neto can also come good here. But I think Neto also has some fitness concern because he was also taken off early. But so just keep an eye on their fitness news. And Everton are playing Manchester United, and even though they have been defensively tight under Sean Dyche, but they concede a lot of chances. They have conceded the fourth most chances from the right flank, and the fifth most chances from through the center, and also the highest number of chances when it comes to conceding headers. So Maguire, if fit, he can be an option. Rashford, he just scored a wonder goal against City. That might boost his confidence. So if you want to take a punt, you can. But I think Garnacho is the most logical pick based on his price. So if you have Garnacho as a bench fodder, you can play him in this match. And Chelsea has considered the fifth highest number of chances from the right flank. So Gordon or Barnes can be a good pick, good punt. And then West Ham are playing Burnley. Burnley, although they have considered a lot of goals, but their numbers are pretty decent, except for when it comes to chances crosses considered from the left flank. Yeah, so Kudus will likely operate from that flank, so he might have some assist potential. And moving on to the last slide, there is nothing much of note here, but I would like to point one thing that Aston Villa has considered the fourth highest chances when it comes to headers. So a Tottenham centre back might be of interest to you, and also Tottenham is playing in game week 29, so you can play them in both 28 and 29 if you don't want to free hit on 29. And then Wolves considered fifth most chances from the right flank, so you can take a punt on a Fulham player like IOB or Willian. Again, they are also playing in 29, so if you don't want to play free hit on 29, Willian can be a decent pick for 2 game weeks. And another team I would like to highlight, as I mentioned, Man United as a juicy fixture for Man City in the last pod. So it ultimately Foden gave the goals. Haaland did not really haul, but still they considered a lot of chances against Man City. I think this also contributes to these zonal numbers, that they have considered the third highest chances through the center, highest chances through the left flank, and then highest chances when it comes to crosses considered, highest number of crosses considered from both flanks. So I think based on the zonal, Everton and Manchester United might be a goal fest. But then again, I don't think both of them are on attacking form also. This is not on very good attacking form also, so it might also become a nil-nil boredom. Anyway, it might go anyway, but based on zonal, you can have some punts and picks like Rashford, Garnacho, and McNeil or Jack Harrison. So these are not long-term picks. They are only if you are on free hit or you are likely to wildcard soon. You can take a punt on them. So that's it. I think from zonal weaknesses slides from based on process chances considered. But now we'll go on to the
Right.
zonal 11.
Yeah. So let's go and look at the team of the week, and let's see how the team of the week looks for the double game week 28. Yeah, I can see a lot of red here and a bit of orange. So there's no other color.
Different shades of red.
Different shades of red. 50 shades of red. Okay, let's not go down that path now. But anyway, yeah, over to you, Saif.
Yeah, so this is just a summation of what we have been saying and discussing over the last few minutes, and we have focused and prioritized the players with double game week. So 3 Bournemouth attackers, even though you will see that Bournemouth defenders are really popular, but zonal suggests the value is on their attackers. So if you can fit in another couple or at least another attacker alongside Solanke, go for that based on zonal. So we are suggesting Semenyo and Tavernier alongside Solanke. And then interesting pick is Chong here based on the zonal. Nobody is really looking at Chong. Most are looking at Morris or Barkley when it comes to road attacker. But Zonal suggests taking a punt on Chong. I don't think anyone will do that, but still, it's just a suggestion based on Zonal. Doughty is there because he's a chance creating machine. Dalot and Koffar are based on their zonal matchups. Fernandez, and again based on zonal because their opponent concedes a lot of headed chances, and he will likely be the one assisting the chances. And then Saka and Havertz, as we've been discussing, they are on great form and they also have a great fixture when it comes to zonal or when it comes to defensive strength of the opposition. So this is our zonal team of the week. So let's just the players you want to pick based on zonal. Yeah.
Well, I think that completes it, to be honest, and I think we are bang on time. So thank you so much, Saif, for taking us through the double game week and, of course, highlighting some of the key players. Thank you, audience, and of course, if you have enjoyed the show, please do give us a like and share with your friends. And of course, if you have not followed yet, please do give us a follow and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be back for Game Week 29 or the Blank Game Week 29, but until then, good luck and best wishes. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.